Hello everyone. So this is going to be an update video to the video I posted regarding some of the new updates and super cachers and GUNROX, because I was really thinking about some of the new updates and it didn't change my entire perspective of how I felt about it, but I definitely have shifted it a bit. So overall, the shift of the game going into more of an arts style still has a lot of the same challenges that I mentioned in the previous video. You have to be able to afford the arts to begin with. You have to either be able to consistently buy antique keys, purchase them from the artifact market, and that's really it. Because those are the only ways. Sure, you can get them out of regular boxes, but that's every one in maybe 50 to 100 games where you'll get one, maybe, and that's from dark blue to anything. So you just keep getting a whole bunch of dark blue arts that you again would have to gamble over and over again. But with being able to buy keys, it does make the actual gambling system cheaper. So, with the actual gambling system being cheaper, it still is interesting because it still makes you wonder, well, why make the gambling system so cheap? Which, does encourage players to go and, purchase these arts, spend more money than they probably normally would. Uh, you can look at it a few different ways, which I'm sure none are really going to be confirmed, but you can look at it in the way that, well, this money is going to be used for GUNROX 2, etc., etc. You could look at it that, this money is going to be used to improve GUNROX 1. Or, the most negative way would just be that this is a full shift just to more of a pay-to-win system to try and, milk the last few dollars out of GUNROX while it's still possible. I'm not sure what it is at this exact time, so I'm not going to give my full opinion on that because it's still in the works. I have to see what continues to happen. Do I think that regardless, old habits die hard as far as greedy people take a long time to stop being greedy? Definitely. This isn't like the same principles and the same morals of someone take a long time to change. So I think it could be useful that the system has a little bit, I guess, just more ways to balance out everything. And unfortunately, balancing out everything means that the game becomes a bit less profitable. But the thing is, if the game becomes large, for instance, like right now, there are 51 active players, which is nothing. 51 active players is nothing. For a game that generates this much money, it's insane that, these low amounts of players are able to continually keep this game going. And eventually that's going to stop. I don't want it to stop because I like this game. But the thing is, I like being respected as a player and contributor to the game more than I do the actual game. Like, don't get me wrong, sometimes it can be comical, when mods, for instance, will troll someone in common chat. And I'm more specifically talking about Berserker, trolling people, which, it shows activity. You're there watching the game, you're there, showing your presence. But I won't complain this time because there's been updates, but you just have to do more work than you do talking. And sitting around trolling like 15-year-olds as a grown man, I mean, I don't know. That's not my thing, but um, I'll keep it more to GUNROX or more to the actual updates. But it's good. Being able to buy coins for a cheaper rate is nice, but it's still, again, it has the issue of, why should you have to buy arts? Why should you have to buy coins? Eventually, is it just going to be where people using arts in random is just commonplace? That's not only would you have to pay for your regular arms, but then you'd have to pay for gambling, pay for additional arms. So I try and raise these concerns not just to be someone who likes to start a fire and then just stare at it and let it burn the whole forest, but like I'm trying to bring awareness to that. I don't know, just that it's important to look at change as positive because change is like in a situation like this where everything was stagnant and there were no changes being made and the game was just literally dead. It's good that there are changes being made, but me personally, I'm not going to feed into someone's greed. So if some of these changes aren't more player friendly, I'm still going to post videos because why wouldn't I? Like, I don't have to play to post videos. I can, I got 800E, 1000E. I can, play one random, record it. I don't actually have to charge to continue to play the game. So I'm still gonna, talk about the game. And, there was a talk with someone where it's like, oh well, you know, if you feel that the game is going in such a bad direction, why don't you stop playing? My thing was, why would I stop playing when I could potentially influence it in a positive way? Like that doesn't even make sense. Like if I see something as negative that I care about, why wouldn't I want to impact it in a positive way so hopefully it doesn't end up destroyed or whatever. Um, and I think it's just important to try and be as positive as possible because it's really easy to just get trapped on like, oh, all these updates are negative, all these updates are terrible, he just wants money, blah blah blah, which, maybe that's how you feel, but progress is progress, updates are updates. Um, Nothing like just think about it. Like, would you rather have nothing or would you rather have something that is at least moving in some direction where it can end up growing and being something great? So that's why I'm still, talking about these updates. I try and bring some awareness to the game. Hopefully, maybe some players will come back and play the game, get some more players around. But I'm gonna end on a positive note. Like I said, progress is progress. Let me know what you think about the updates. Let me know if you thought I was talking crazy. Let me know anything. I'm trying to get people's actual feelings about it because it's hard to figure out if people really like it because not a lot of people use forums. So let me know. I'm out.